and storms licks are on, Oranja will drench you right through. Heave away, my Landry boy, we're all bound to go. Farewell to you, defiant spare, farewell to Aylmont Rock. Heave away.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. The light fades into dim. You stand in a forest glade hung thick with shadows. Tall trees surround you. The shriek of a deer pierces the air before being abruptly silenced. From out of the dark lope a Stelgar and a wolf, followed by a thickly muscled man draped in furs. Galawain.
Herald of Barath, were you not content to destroy my creation at Signath Moor? Do you intend to meddle here as well? Leave. Now. I will warn you only once. If you tread upon my island, it will consume you. The cold rush of the sea upon Signath Moor still crashes in my ears. I would not have you apply your same reckless attentions here. You seem to overestimate your importance. In a manner of speaking. Its nature complements my own, so I have occasionally acted in its name when the Kith here needed a familiar face to lead their pack. I am not, though Muatu is mine, and I will claim him in time. A glorious beast, and one of the many creatures here that will challenge you, should you refuse to leave. Consider it a strongly worded suggestion, with consequences attached. I do not care to explain to Barath why their favored watcher was torn to ribbons by my beasts. I am not Remergand. I do not delight in Kith's fears, only in their strength and cunning, nor is my aim to frighten you. Think of this as my due diligence, then, done on Barath's behalf. I have warned you. May aught that follows be on your head.
With a sound like a thunderclap, and a bright burst like lightning, the forest disappears, and you are thrust back into your body. You blink against the fading flash. When you can see again, you find your hands bloodless and aching, gripping the railing of your ship.
Don't move. Return to your little boat, interloper. You do not belong on Kazawari.
Yeah, you're not welcome here.
Turn back, now. And count yourself lucky you aren't already dead. Doubtful. Huh. You could be speaking of half the druids in Deadfire. Enough talk. Leave now, or I'll gut you where you stand and feast the boars on your entrails. No.
Why did we stop? We ran into locals, didn't we? I doubt they'll listen to reason. Best to kill them and be done with it.
You think he follows Toamawai, Hateno? Maybe the faces brought him here.
What say, interloper? Do you trespass on the gods' behalf? I'll leave your worth for Tuamawai to judge. Pass then, but watch your back.
Hey, Watcher, I need to, be straight with you about something. I've been here before. Yeah, you got me there. You're too perceptive, you know that? It's almost creepy. This place, it's not just an island full of crazy druids and giant boars. It's a competition. There's an actual arena in the middle, but that's just where people congregate. The entire island is a trial. One that I fought in. Few years. When you caught me in Nekataka, I was at the tail end of a long rest. That kind of life. Wake up, fight, sleep, every day for weeks. It takes a lot out of a person. Maybe it took more out of me than I thought. Huh, you flatter me. Nah, I may be tough, but I'm not that tough. I had a crew, a group, packs, they called them here. Something almost like a family. We worked well together, but you know how it is. Nothing good stays good forever. When I left, we went our separate ways. Something like that. See, we were doing pretty well in the contests. Not just winning, but winning handily. Dominating. But something wasn't right. I just couldn't shake this feeling we were being played, being used, and I didn't know what for. No, nothing. And that's just the thing. Folks were nice to us.
Too nice, right? Kinda nice that makes you wonder what a person's looking to get from you?
Ah, it is much the same in the republics. Many wear a smile as a mask.
So, when I quit, my crew got mad. How can you give up? We're nearly there, that kind of stuff. But I had to trust my gut. Couldn't go dying and leave my pa alone, could I? I'm past the age of chasing glory, Watcher. Let me make a little coin, settle down somewhere with a view. Shit. Maybe I'll go back home to the Pearl Coast. Haven't been there in an age. I'm standing here. Wait, I'm not dead, am I? Phew. Had me worried for a second there. There's no surrender in the arena. You lose, you die. Keeps it simple. Can't say I know what'll happen till it's happening, but I'll tell you what I can when I can. Anything more than that'll just be idle speculation, and that's not really my thing. Yeah, not a safe place to be standing around.
Why
consider it.
Done.
Welcome to the Temple of Tuamawai, Watcher. Home sweet home.
Akira, the wall. What even is down there?
I'll let you handle this one.
Don't matter none. You're finally here is all. Crowd gets restless waiting. You best get out to the pit. Pit? Go out to pit! Akira. You're in Challenger's chamber, yeah? That makes you Challenger. Beyond that, don't matter none. You having second thoughts about the Rite? Stop! It's too late! Everyone champs at the bit to see you in action.
Best not to argue with him, Watcher. Some of these folks got short fuses and itchy sword arms.
You're gonna put on a show, is what? Look, you're all wobbly in knees in face of death. I understand. But you should have thought of that before you entered arena.
A new challenger joins our eternal hunt.
As is tradition, the primal elements shall sort predator from prey.
Triumph or perish. There is neither surrender nor retreat.
Oh, hell, those poor souls.
Right there!
Hey, watch out.
Ready when you are.
Death to our enemies!
Ready when you are.
Yeah!
Sweet redemption. Ken, that dog won't hunt. Happy to oblige.
Just giving them a fair shot.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
Oh, come now, step into the light. Get threshed.
As one.
No, Ixie, honor.
Should have, Ryan.
No,
This fight is mine.
Lost the light.
You have completed the first examination. Well done.
Your fury brings joy to this arena, and honor to your name.
You have endured but the first of many trials. Return when you are ready to face your next challenge.
Looks like you can hold your own in a fight. That's great! Really useful for not dying.
You are alive. Praise Toamawai. I did not, I had not, I should have verified you were intending to join our Crucible Games instead of,
That's about the closest thing you get to an apology around here.
Yes, of course. Toamawai truly rules this place. But Umaire deals with matters that pertain to lowly kith. Umaire wants to bend your ear. You go find her in Hall of Memories. Straight past me. Also, sorry about before.
Sure thing.
You go in now. Umaire stays waiting for you.
This is her. This is Umaire, the one we've come to see. She'll show you the way.
Quite the show you put on, Challenger. Yours is a new face within these hallowed grounds. Strange that. I don't recall the last Challenger to enter the Crucible without first proclaiming their intent to me. Then it is you. I sent Muatu that you might speak to him and seek us out, Watcher of Cad Nua. I wanted to know that you fairly earned your title. That you stand before me proves you a true Watcher.
A man's life for a message at a test. Good trade.
Our ancestors constructed this temple as a tribute to the souls of all life. Of predator, prey, and the primal dance that forever binds them. Souls came to permeate these walls, a choir of voices greater than any individual chanter or druid. They became not unlike a god, at least upon this isle. Great kith from across the Deadfire heeded their song and flocked to Kazuwari, whether to relive the battles of lore or forge legends of their own. Not exactly, or rather, perhaps. A few months ago, the music changed. It became discordant to my ears, as if it and the souls no longer sang in harmony. I think perhaps that it is because of the foreign god stomping across the Deadfire.
Sure, blame Aethys. Everybody does. Not that he don't sometimes deserve it.
More stories get told of the Watcher's abilities than there are islands in the Deadfire to hold them. Those that claim the mantle for themselves almost always prove charlatans or lunatics, or both. But if the tales of communion between Watchers and lost souls hold any truth, we might uncover what ails this place. Over the centuries of contests here, gallons of blood have been spilled in the arena, but the fights have always been reasonable. Now, however, the Faces of the Hunt summons great monstrosities to pit against green challengers. Even outside the Crucible, the beasts and kith of Kazuwari grow increasingly aggressive. The Faces stoke their hostility. They seem eager to see blood spilled.
They sound much like the gods.
This place has always been hungry for bloodshed. How's this any different?
I would not expect you to understand, Constantine. You were deaf to Kazuwari's song. You must draw the attention of the Faces of the Hunt in the Crucible. To contend in the Crucible, you must first complete the rite of passage. The earthly voices of Tawamawai. They emanate from the statue of him that overlooks the arena. It reflects the three aspects of the sacred hunter: the seeker, the slayer, and the survivor. The Faces of the Hunt provide 4 trials. The aspirant overcomes them and earns the right to take part in the Crucible. Or they do not. Either way, blood is spilled, and the Faces are pleased. Reward balances the risk. The champions of the hunt reap many blessings from the Faces, treasures and mystic abilities alike.
For as long as they survive, you mean?
And the losers? The Beyond holds for them a position most privileged.
Fighting ain't what makes one soul more deserving than another.
Trials of combat. More than this, I cannot say. Only that you will face opponents of spirit and opponents of flesh.
I'll happily lead these spirits into the light.
These walls contain the souls, the memories of the many kith who have come before. These souls communicate their will through the Faces of the Hunt. The Faces stirs the memories, blending essence to summon spirits or manifest beasts of blood and bone.
Don't know about you, but that sounds like chanter business to me.
Indeed. Tawamawai is 1. Tawamawai are 3. Tawamawai are scores.
Sounds confusing. At least with Aethys, it's just the one. Here I was looking forward to sitting back and watching you take all the hits for once.
One-on-one events are rare here. In the Crucible, we fight as nature intended, in packs, with disparate equipment and little effort spent to ensure fairness.
A very convenient excuse to avoid any attempt at fairness or honor.
Besides, it would be an incomplete trial if we tested only prowess. The leadership and preparedness of our contenders must also be judged. I learned of your abilities in the Crucible. One of Engari's agents brought us a remnant of a battle you had with a ship called the Drake. The Faces used that object to manifest an echo of you aboard your ship. You were quite impressive. The pool of memories will set forth the challenges that await you. Peer into its waters when you are ready.
Not a problem.
You should speak with Humaire. She shall show you the way.
Hi there, my fine friend. Care for some tasty victuals before you go testing your strength against the spirits? You fresh off the boat, lad? Arena's full up of soul energy. Likely as not on account of all the blood spilt. The Faces of the Hunt stirs them right up, summoning monsters and legendary warriors for the contenders to try their blades against. Only the tastiest damn food in the Deadfire. Come, have yourself a look.
Ado, traveler. We reserve these modest quarters for those challenging the rite of passage or contending in the crucible. Teleumare told me that you are to be extended our hospitality. For the moment.
Shh, she can hear you.
Our beds are simple, but we offer a variety of training spaces in which to hone your skills. Spaces unavailable to mere spectators. Of course. Let me show you around the grounds. Ado, challenge. What can? Of course.
Neil's still kicking, huh? I thought for sure he'd have blown himself to bits by now.
Oh, it's you. How's your, sister, was it? Daughter?
You had it right the first time. Damn, do I look that old?
Yes, my apologies, traveler. I just got a little wrapped up in, well, it's a personal project, and now I am going on about nothing. Have you, come to browse my selection of alchemical concoctions? The Rite potion can mean the difference between life and death in the sand up topside. I call it Neil's Auroral Transubstantiator, or perhaps the Essential Battery Array, or maybe I would, well, name's not important. It's meant to collect and store ambient essence in an accessible form for dynamic usage at a later time.
Doesn't look like it can store half so much as my lantern does.
What? Well, it's a prototype. There's still, work to be done. Hardly ideal, I'll admit, but you'll notice the branching circuitry and balanced audio receptacles. Combined, those should serve to minimize the risk of overload or essential dissociation. Well, theoretically. This jungle, and more so this arena, it's in a state of essential flux. The density of ambient essence here goes far beyond anything I've seen elsewhere in the world. But to collect that power, to harness it, I need the help of a contestant in the Crucible.
Think if I wear that belt, I'd sleep better at night?
Alchemists, you see, are limited to the materials they harvest. Yet the processes we employ ultimately draw their efficacy from the essence present in all things. By infusing potion ingredients with ambient soul energies, I hope to significantly increase the efficiency of the process. The end result? An almost limitless draft! You would? That's fantastic! So, you see, during each fight in the arena, the essence presence spikes fantastically. Some of this is the result of magic, or released energy, owing to, well, the death of the fighters. But the arena itself manipulates essence too. It's really quite a thing to behold. All I would require from you is to wear the belt. Well, competing in the Crucible, I mean. And then, of course, return it to me, obviously. Fantastic! It's ready. Just wear it during the fight, and return it once it's fully charged.
Mind if I do?
You're back! Does that mean the belt is ready? Of course. Let's see if anything strikes your fancy.
Do you see that?
Greetings, stranger. Akira, aren't you the dangerous-looking sort? I have all sorts of fine magical items. Will save your life in the pit, as sure as Ngati's thrashing stirs the sea.
It is possible they are magical. Animancers have found the Huana possess their own powerful techniques for binding essence.
Always the finest items.
Consider it.
Ado, and welcome. Please acquaint yourself with my weapons and armors, lest you become acquainted with death in the arena instead. Not in the slightest. But we all face Cherono upon the killing field, ah? What gave me away? My obvious charm and good looks?
Your over-enthusiasm? Your endless prattle?
Nah, no more. I defended the Dakoltsi family, and that brought me to sea in service to a man most foolish, now long dead. I sought meaning in the ring before the faces, and found it I did. In a fashion. The wound almost returned me to the wheel. I would have been leaving, but, well... This Elo is my home now. When Cherono seeks me, I will be found here. See for yourself, Percomplenka. The terrace is reserved for champions. If you wish to observe the battles, you are free to do so. From somewhere else.
Fared better in this nonsense than my last crew.
This reminds me of tales of old Valia. They all end badly.
Wait till you hear the statue.
I'll have this open in no time. As promised. Already on it.
Yeah? What's on your mind? You don't want to hear about that. It's ancient history at this point. Well, there was Salis, an old elf from Adir. Could do wild stuff with a bow. Backflips, trick shots, stuff you'd only see at a traveling show. Then there were Perso and Claria, twins from old Valia. Probably carried a library's worth of grimoires between them. Then, there was my sister. She thought those fights were gonna fix everything short of bringing our ma back from the grave. See, there's a certain glory that comes with being a champion of Kazawari. And with glory comes money. We could have put our pa up in a nice place, maybe even gotten him a valet or a steward. Someone to help him hunt and farm so he could focus on tending his bees. Didn't work out like that, though. and she wouldn't forgive me for it. Haven't seen her since. Not sure how my letters are gonna find her now that we spent so much time on the move.
I'm on it.
Even a weak hunter can be cuddled by luck.
Now our challenger must face the archipelago's most insidious hunters, the Naga.
If you can endure venom and vile cunning, then perhaps you have the makings of a proper contender.
Now show us your will to fight!
Don't let the scaly bastards behind you!
There.
Just say to me, this thing isn't doing the job. Need a hand? Can do.
Go ahead!
Poison. Better try something else.
That's just rude! Come on, man.
I'm feeling my best here.
Don't think so.
Quick, toss me something else. No rush. If you have any. Sandy, I feel this. This weapon's no good to me. Better run!
Feel this.
Didn't work. No, exceed honor.
It seems the clever serpents posed no threat to you. The hunt is not merely the rush of battle, but preparedness and patience before.
Further trials await you, challenger. Steel yourself!
Well, well, well. Watcher of Cad Nua. You honor the Crucible Games with your participation. I am Papilton, and this here is my stalwart team, Papilton's Pact. Since you're a Watcher, I hardly need to tell you my soul is destined for greatness. That must be plain as Aethys' burning backside. It is here, in this temple to the clever hound, where I will carve the next step in my stair to excellence.
Those little steps you talking about? For your little Orlin legs, I mean.
Well, maybe his soul is destined for greatness, but I doubt the rest of him is gonna make it out of that arena.
Ado.
You know how folks say you shouldn't name a beast you're about to slaughter? Shouldn't introduce yourself to it either.
It's mighty fine to meet you, but I am gonna cut your soul from your body if you try to hurt my friend.
The pleasure is ours. We ought to spar together, maybe compare no... Now, if you'll excuse me, Gloria waits.
I trust you.
Ado, Challenger. What can I Of course.
The next trial will draw from your own memories. Give the blade a taste of your blood and place it in the pool. A small sacrifice will do. The spirits will attend to the rest.
Why is it always blood? If it was me, I'd be asking for ales. Real good ones they have to import special. Listen, I would not trust a blood sacrifice spirit that can't appreciate crisp deerwood and hops.
Now, add the bloodied blade to the pool.
Our challenger returns for the third trial of the Rite of Passage. This battle is drawn from the challenger's past, the slaying of Merwald the Mad, Sentinel of Cad Noir.
The Watcher gave Merwald some measure of mercy in the past. Perhaps this recollection will show similar reluctance to harm the Watcher.
Though our challenger has faced more dangerous foes, few have remained as terrifying in death. For Merwald's that this is an all but inevitable fate for our challenger as well. The old wizard was a portent of things to come.
Now witness as the Watcher contends with an unparalleled foe, his beginning and his end!
Sure, he's just a phantasm, but is there some reason we're gonna beat up this old man?
Just say the word.
There, up ahead.
This thing isn't doing the job. Ready when you are. Take this!
As one.
Perfecto! Happy to oblige.
Thought we were friends.
Smart, Stony.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Perfecto.
Quick, toss me something else. Just giving them a fair shot.
I need to try something else.
You're mine!
I reap what I sow. Mowing, Ixie, honest.
As one.
The weight of your past does not cage you. Not in the heat of battle, at least.
One must approach every foe with a clear mind, unbound by what was and what could have been.
Regret grows heavier the longer one carries it. Harvest what you need from it, and discard the rest.
Give it to me.
You're back! Does that mean the belt is ready? Excellent. That's a weak charge, but enough to start with. Some preliminary tests verify the, the principles of the thing. Oh!
Wouldn't be the first time I drank from a skull. Just don't tell my high priestess.
This skull started me down this path, or this branch of it. It occurred naturally in the arena. A champion died, but his skull was so infused with essence that it produces its own, well, not potion exactly, but, substance. I shouldn't need it anymore. Not with what you've given me. With what you'll provide. One moment, please. Here, it should hold a stronger charge now, provided you engage enemies with stronger souls. Truly, though, I can't thank you enough times. Was there anything else I could do for you before you get back to advancing the art of animancy?
Suits me, don't you think?
Auto Challenger. What can I interest? Of course. Let me show you a...
The next step of this dance winnows our would-be champions. The bloodletting.
Time for that already, huh?
The last of the trials, the bloodletting, pits you against other contenders, each undergoing their own rite of passage. In their triumph, the victorious shall complete the rite and secure their place within the crucible. To them alone shall the island reveal the first of its mysteries. It is an honor to progress into the crucible. The winner gains glory, the fallen contribute their memories to this place. Either way, the competition is a form of immortality.
I would prefer the form where we stay alive, Diverus.
You and me both, sister.
It is an honor to progress into the... Either way,
I would prefer...
You and me both, sister.
You may choose to turn away, but this place needs you. If you reject that calling, many may suffer in your stead. The pool of memories awaits you.
Our newest crop gathers for the culling.
Their task is simple. Slay or be slain.
Those who survive earn the right to contend for the champion's crown. Let the hunt commence.
It appears only one of us will be finding greatness in the Crucible. Know that I bear you no grudge. A shame you must die so that we may live. Then let us show this rowdy crowd what an honorable fight looks like. Farewell, Watcher. May the gods welcome you.
Yeah?
Is it wrong of me to pretend he's Haravius?
Can do.
Could be a fight.
Come on!
This weapon's no good to me.
Death to our enemies!
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Ready when you are. I'll just say this.
Think you got the decency to die?
Can't do, friend.
That was... Better try something else.
You're mine!
Whoops! A bit off key.
Both to battle. That hardly seems fair. Smart, don't it? That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Why not?
Glorious combat reveals our contender from amongst the challengers!
Rest and return anew, for the crowd is eager to see you hunt again, contender.
Auto challenge. What can I? Of course.
Congratulations, contender. Having endured the rite of passage, you earned the privilege to compete with other proven hunters. This token represents you and no other. Wear it proudly. It shall drink the essence of your actions, your triumphs, and your accomplishments, that the souls within these walls will recognize them on your return. Your next challenge will take you outside the walls of this arena. The island demands an offering, something to feed the pool of memories. Some relics sacred to this place have been taken and need returning, and others, undiscovered, await a hunter capable enough to find them. It is assumed you will hunt with reckless abandon, and return all that you can, if only for the thrill of the pursuit. As for what is required, contenders are expected to return at least one relic sacred to the Seeker, Slayer, or Survivor, whichever face best aligns with the hunter within you. You survived the rite of passage, but you are yet shark bait to the faces. But now you can begin to demand their attention through your actions.
Wish that were true, Watcher.
Each area of the island draws the attention of a particular aspect of Tuamawai. While you scour the island, watch as only a watcher can. Speak with Ngari, Keeper of Memories, in preparation for your hunt. He will set the path before you. Return with your trophy, contender. And may Tawamawai guide your way.